And yet, this is the story that Messiah made up out of the wisdom of his mind to tell you something and me something linked to eternal life. Because the question was, how do I receive eternal life? And then he gives this. So Messiah asked, verse 36, which of the three do you think proved to be a neighbor to the man who fell into the robber's hand? Which of the three? Priest, Levite, Samaritan. And he said, the one who showed mercy to him. And Jesus said to him, go and do likewise. Messiah turned the whole thing around. The command was, love your neighbor as yourself. The man said, yeah, but who's my neighbor? I don't have to love everybody. Messiah turns the whole thing on its head. He says, in other words, it's not who's my neighbor so I can love them. It's when you love them, you are their neighbor. Who is the neighbor here? Who is my neighbor here? It's not to find out who's my neighbor so I can love them. It's love and they become your neighbor and you become their neighbor. You become the Good Samaritan. It's not that you need a neighbor to love. Whoever it is, you love them. That's it. Who is my neighbor? They're saying, should I even help the Samaritans? And this is one saying it's the Samaritan who was the righteous one here. And here it's even beyond it. It's the stranger. It's the enemy. It's the hated one who is your neighbor. Now apply this. It says, love your neighbor as yourself. See, when you and Messiah ups it when he says, love, not just that, love your enemy. How can I love my enemy? How can you love your enemy? It's hard to love your enemy, especially if they're still against you. It's pretty hard. Because you're not approving them going against you. It wakens up all your natural defenses when somebody's attacking you. How do you love your enemy? Only if you can get beyond yourself, if you can transcend yourself like Jesus did. Love your enemy. But the thing is, when you love your enemy, they're not your enemy. At least to you, they're not. Because you can't love an enemy. They may see themselves as your enemy, but if you love them, they don't become your enemy. You have the power to change people if you love them. Go and do likewise, he said. Go and do likewise. So he's talking about everybody who's going to follow him and find eternal life. That's us. That's each of us. So the Lord is telling you and me, go and do likewise.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA.